Welcome to Universal Studios Beijing, and we are staying at the Universal Studios Grand Hotel right at the park entrance. This is a king bed theme park view room. As they said in Jurassic Park, we spared no expense because I don't know. This is the hardest one to get to for us, so I don't know if we're going to be back. So this is once in a lifetime, maybe. So we went all out, and if we're going to go all out, why not get theme park view at their nicest hotel? And I'll tell you, just from coming up the elevator through the lobby and the elevator and everything, really nice. Kind of puts Helios to shame at Epic Universe, if I'm being honest, which I am. We're going to start everybody's favorite place, the bathroom. I'm immediately impressed by this. The branded towels. That's an excellent touch. Love that. There's water in the room, and some of that water, well, all that water is labeled for the 5th anniversary of Universal Studios Beijing. I can't believe it's 5 years already. We know a lot of people, our good friend, former Imagineer Paul Osterhout, and several other people that worked on this park, and so it doesn't even feel like it was that long ago, but I guess it was. Look at the branded soap and body lotion, too. Those are coming home with me. Yeah. Big illuminated makeup mirror up top. Nice size vanity. A lot of space here. Look at the custom coasters as well. They did everything right here. Got some little drawers here. Oh, hit the mother load, guys. Toothbrushes, shaving kit, all that stuff. I do collect this garbage. I know I'm a psychopath, but I do collect these things. I'm very excited. Glad I came with some luggage space. This will not be taken home. This is part of the room. This is the hair dryer. There is a little step stool for the kitties to use to reach the sink. There is essentially a separate toilet room here. You close this here. Another towel here. With a toilet located in here. Is that branded? Yeah, that's a special cover on the toilet paper too. And no art, but pleasant, very pleasant tile work in here, which is nice. And there's a pattern on here too. It's pretty pleasant. Pleasant place to do your business. And then let's take a look at the shower. This will be a pull. That same tile work is here. There is a rainfall shower head. There's also a shower head you can maneuver. And look at this, like stone bottom here. It's very nice for the price. Very nice. This room will run you a couple $100 US a night, several thousand of the local currency. There is I know, usually I have the bags outside, but I don't want to be that guy with our bags piled up outside with Rosanna standing there while I filmed. So pardon, usually this would be an empty space, and right now it is not. I guess if you had an adjoined room, it'd be right here, and there are some hooks here to hang things. You have to put your key card in to have the electricity function in the room. There's some, so similar to, we just came off the Disney Adventure cruise ship. Here they also have the lights that tell them, do not disturb or come on in. So you hit that do not disturb, or red light will tell them not to bother, and you flip it back up and it goes away, and they know that they can come in the room. Here we have the coffee and tea station. Again, an excellent touch. Excellent. I'm very impressed. Universal, could you learn from yourself? Maybe. Here are our coffee and tea supplies. You see many more bottles of water. So here's what I'll say. There's only 2 of us staying in this room, and there are 8 bottles of water. I don't know if things have changed, but my first trip, several people advised me not to wash my hair and face using the shower. I don't know if the water quality is different now or not. I don't know, but that was the thing several people who've been here before told us, and I don't know if that's why they still give you so many bottles of water, because that is the expectation. I don't know. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments that was something that tourists perpetrated that maybe wasn't real, maybe it is, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts. There's our safe, mini fridge. There is a sliding door with a full-length mirror that goes to the bathroom. Here we have the closet. In case of emergency, there is a flashlight and a fire escape mask. Never seen one of those. And then several hangers to hang things. We have some storage space in here as well. And now the bedroom. Hooray for Hollywood, the Hollywood sign. I will say the room doesn't necessarily match the aesthetic of the hotel. It's very 1930s Hollywood, Rodeo Drive-ish downstairs, and up here it's very clean and modern. But there's a good amount of color in the room and some nice... The bathroom's beautiful. The room is kind of what you'd expect from like a... Royal Pacific or Sapphire Falls or those. It reminds me a lot of those in many ways. I believe this is a deluxe king room. I'm pretty sure the art is going to be different depending what rooms or what floors you're on. So here it looks like we got an Apollo 13 room. So here's Tom Hanks in Apollo 13. And then we have Bill Paxton, Kevin Bacon, and Tom Hanks on this side of... That's a very large television. There are outlets. The outlet style typical of the region, that special 3-prong you're going to need an adapter for if you're coming from the US. 2 USB outlets sitting there as well. Looks like those are all going to be the same. So 1, 2, 3. Is there a fourth one down here? Yes, there's a fourth one down here. So you've got lots and lots of outlets. Looks like there is a one hanging out down here too. End table here. Here is our king size bed. I know sometimes in Asia the king size bed is a little different shape and size. This looks just as wide as any king I've ever seen, but it looks a little shorter. I'll let you know later if that's the case. Do note there's no storage space under the bed. There are 2 large drawers here and 2 big cubbies. Then there's a place to put a bag here. Obviously there was some lower storage space there, and then you could leave some bags out by the door if need be. I assume, being our audience, you're probably coming to Asia and you're coming for a couple weeks. You might have as many bags, or if not close to the number of bags we have with us right now, although we are on a 7-week trip, which is a bit much. Lamp. What else we got? Looks like we're going to have some slippers. No robes, though. The bag is branded. I wonder if the slipper itself is branded. If I break this seal... I don't know if I'm going to break the seal or not. I'm not seeing a logo on these. You know what? Let's break the seal on one. Let's see. Let's find out. Nope, they're plain. They're just plain. It's the one thing, the one miss in this room. Yeah, you also have drawers on this side. Love it. Branded stationery. It's great. It's a Universal Beijing Resort pencil, but Universal Studios Grand Hotel branded stationery to write on. And the little remote holder has the logo icon on it. There is a couch here. I don't know. Is this convertible? Is this a room for 4? No, but I just unmade the couch. Maybe the bottom doesn't open down here. It does. Yes, so there is another bed here. So you can sleep 4 people. I assume that's why this one is deluxe. Sometimes it's hard to decipher things on these websites. Oh, look at this. There is a parade going on right now in the park. I'm jumping ahead. I was gonna hold this for the very end, but yes, it is a park view. So we look right into the park, right on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm gonna try to zoom as much as I can on this device. I see some Madagascar characters. I'm not sure who else is in this parade. It may not even be a parade. It might just be a show because their people are blocking the end of the path. The windows don't open, and there's no way to even crack it to get the sound to fully come in. Here's a look at the exterior of the hotel, though. This is a really nice view down the center thoroughfare. We see Jurassic World out there in the distance. I just saw Decepticoaster. There goes Decepticoaster. I think that's what that is. Should be the Decepticoaster. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogwarts out there, and the village of Hogsmeade. Super Silly Funland from Despicable Me, and Gru's house in that direction. A big old soundstage right here. That's home to Lights Motors Action. I did it now. People did it in the comments when we posted Lights Camera Action. They're like, I almost thought of Lights Motors Action. Yeah, Lights Camera Action, which is an attraction that also exists in the Singapore park. A little different here, but mostly the same. I saw the Jurassic World Canopy Flyer type roller coaster go by too. So good amount of kinetic energy from the room. Watch people go in. This is the main entrance of the park. So this one is directly in the entrance of the park. Coming back this way, lots of counter space on this side. There's a chair, your waste baskets, access to the in-room dining. No, it says no service charge. And then ads for the other dining venues here at this hotel. What is this switched? Is this a TV? Oh, there's a nice light that comes from that bar. It's like, does that turn the TV on? Because they didn't want you reaching under. You do have a remote, obviously, but sometimes people lose the remote, you know. Seems like a super comfortable room. I mean, the view is the main event. This is why we're in this room, and it is a really neat view. I think absolutely worth it. If this is a once-in-a-lifetime bucket list thing, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. There is a big old light up here as well. And we'll check back in a few moments. You're going to time jump into the future toward the evening so we can see what the park looks like at night from our park view room. But it seems very comfortable. I think we'll have a nice stay. Let us know in the comments how you feel about this room at the Universal Studios Grand Hotel. It is golden hour, and at 5 o'clock is the parade. And so we're seeing what the parade looks like from our room, because the next 2 days we're in the park. You know, we're not going to come back here to watch the parade from here. So see what the view is from here. But this is pretty cool. It just started. And just like 5 to 10 minutes ago, there were still spots available. You could have still got a spot right here at the beginning of the parade route. Now, obviously, there's 3 or 4 people deep down the whole way. You could tell we're in Asia because the parade floats are giant. So in case a ton of people show up, they can see it from far away. The minions, they're half minion, half human. You can see them even from far away. I won't spoil too much. We're going to show you guys this actual parade during one of our park days. You can hear Pharrell. I'm not surprised that they used this song. As promised, here is our nighttime view, and it's pretty magical, I would say. We have our view of Hollywood Boulevard, folks leaving the park after park close. We can see in the distance the mountains of Jurassic World. Yes, that is a red blinking light on top of that mountain. So I guess we have some proximity to an airport or something of the sort, or in Orlando, I know it's 200 feet and you have to put a red blinking dot on the building. That's not even close to 200 feet, so it must be a much lower number in the area of Beijing we are in. And then I see Super Silly Funland out that way. A little bit of light on Hogwarts out there in the distance. Oh, I think I could see into the parade warehouse over there.
Oh my God.
Right? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the parade warehouse with the door open. So the parade does come out right here. This is a great park view. I love it. I love it. Highly recommend. And I will say this was considerably cheaper than a park view room at Helios Grand. And I think it was worth every penny. Great proximity to the park, early access. There is a special early entry area just for us. And look at this great view. Some lights just turned off.